guys, Brandon Edits here, and today we're going to be doing a different video on how to make an in-depth logo. Basically, it's very easy. What you're going to do on this one is basically take the logo that we did before and just add a little bit more detail to it. Alright, so basically you want to start out by basics, getting your text. Alright, once you have your text ready, what you want to do is you want to zoom in on your text by going, you can either go to the magnifying tool or just hitting control and zooming on your mouse thing. And once you do that, you want to click this little pass tool. Alright, now this pass tool is basically really easy to learn how to do it. Okay, I learned in like 4 minutes to do it. It's very easy. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you want to right click on like right where the edge of this is. Like this B, right where the edge is, I'm going to click. I'm going to click right there. And it's like right directly on the B. Alright, so then I'm going to zoom out a little bit and like notice where I want to put my other thing. So I'm going to click another one there, but I definitely got to go straighten it up. Just go straighten that up as best as you can. So it looks pretty good. Zoom in a little bit more. Click here. And I'm just going to basically make a simple line type deal. So then I'm going to, once I come back over here, I'm going to go back up. And then I'm going to click right over here, and then I'm going to hit control and then click the one that I began with, and it's going to connect it backward. So make sure you hit control because it does move it to your design mode, to your edit mode, and which makes it a different type of thing you're going to be using for each of them. So now what you're going to want to do when you do get this outline, hit selection from path right here. Once you hit selection from path, it should give you something like this. If it doesn't, then something's wrong. Make sure to fix it. Now what you're going to want to do is create a new layer, but since we already did that before, in your first time, it didn't like use this layer right here, so we're just going to use this layer. And as you see, it gave me a clear path right there. So what I'm going to do is get my fill tool and fill this in with white. So I'm going to hit shift control A, and as you noticed, it gave me that line. Alright, so once it gives me this line, what I'm going to do now is obviously I'm going to connect these two layers. So let's add one new layer, go down with this layer, so I'm just going to click it down. I'm sorry if I do this a lot, because when I'm recording it won't let me, but when I'm not recording it will let me do that. So I do that a lot, it's really tedious for me to do that. So what I'm going to do is click this layer off and hit merge visible layers. Make sure you have this new layer, because if you don't have this new layer, it's going to knock you off. Believe me, I know it will. Alright, so you can make this layer visible. It really does nothing. It just sits there to help you out. Alright, so let's go back to our background and let's go find this Winston photo. Alright, so this Winston photo, now we can plug it in. And since this is one layer now, we can move it around, do everything we want with it. Make sure the Winston layer is above your text layer. And let's go ahead and resize Winston. No, I'm not going to resize him actually. I'm just going to move him down a little bit. That's good. So we're going to click this layer, actually click the Winston layer again, hit right click and hit alpha, add alpha channel. Now when you add the alpha channel, it's going to be able to be transparent instead of just being a black background. So what we're going to do now is click your text layer and hit layer transparency, add to selection. That's going to give you a selection like this, simple as it can be. And then like where it is right here is what you're going to want to like line up your Winston to. Alright, so that looks pretty good right there, I would say. Just line it up to the way you like it. It does take me a little bit to get it where I like it. I like it. I'll go with that. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is hit Control I and make sure you are on the Winston layer right here. Make sure you're on the Winston layer or whatever background you have in your text. Just make sure you hit Control I and then hit delete on your keyboard, and it will give you something like this. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you don't hit Control I. It will delete the inside. So what we're doing basically is we're inverting it to give you that nice background and deleting everything that's not inside the lines, these little dotted lines. That's basically what we did right there. And then now you can go ahead and delete this other text layer, and you are golden. There you guys go. Alright, now here's the thing. When we deleted that text layer on this particular photo, we did not resize it. So if you want to keep that there, it'd be so much easier so you don't have to go back in and fill that in. But so yeah, I'm gonna keep that layer actually there. and I'm gonna click the eyeball on this layer and hit merge visible layers, and boom, there you go. You got Brandon right there. You got your guy in there, Winston, quarterback for the Buccaneers. Alright, so now here comes another important part. Hit Shift Control A on your keyboard and it will be selected. Go to your scripts, layers, effects, and hit outer glow, and then basically do whatever color you want, do whatever contour you want. You can use different ones, you can use linear, whichever one feels good for you and looks good for you. I like Gaussian mine, and I like putting it on 7 and 100% opacity, and I like black because it definitely gives you that like push of a sense out. But any like color you guys want, go ahead and use it. I'm gonna hit OK on that because I think I like everything there. Alright, good. So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna click back on my layer, click here, hit merge visible layer, and let's open this one up, and I'm going to rescale my Brandon up a little bit. Looks pretty good so far, guys. Alright, looks very good. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is hit the shear button over here, hit shear, and just shear it up a little bit. Now, this is completely optional. If you guys want to do it, go ahead and do it. But if you don't want to do it, no biggie. You can keep it as the way it is. But I like to shear my text a little bit to give it a little bit more design. I don't like just plain text sign layers like that. It makes me mad, and it makes me feel like it's unorganized. So I like giving it a little bit more organized kind of texture. So I did my shearing now, and basically that's all besides to add your background. So we're going to click this layer 1 here, and we're going to go over to our gradient tool. Click your gradient tool, hit FG to transparent, and give it like a little darker color first, and then what you're going to want to do is make sure it's on radial. Alright, now go over to your fill tool. Since you've done that, make sure you're on like a grayish type color first, or like if you're gonna do a blue, make sure you do a dark blue and then you're gonna do a lighter blue in the second step. Alright, so I'll show you this one. So since I got this dark color, since I'm gonna be doing white for my background, I gotta do a darker color than white, so I'm gonna just use a little bit of gray. So I'm gonna fill that in with my background, and it doesn't look good right now, so I'm gonna go to my gradient, change this color to a full white, click here in the middle and go all the way over and hit Control on your keyboard, and it's going to straighten it up for you, as you just saw there. If you even saw it, I'll show you. See right there, it's going to straighten it up for you when you hit Control. Let go, and it will give you a background with white and gray mixed together, which really looks good on your logo. And guys, you can sell these all day on Instagram. People will buy from you. All I ask is to please shout me out. I really want to get big on this Instagram and help a lot of people out, because a lot of people have money to go out and buy something like that from me. So definitely shout me out, please guys. Don't be greedy now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video as well. I will do some more in the next. Probably my next video is going to be how to create 3D glossy text on another free software of mine. It's extremely simple, extremely easy, but you just gotta definitely pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you won't basically get it. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.